I like Adderall.
I mean, yeah, can you?
I get a bunch of bad thoughts in my head when I smoke weed. I'm gonna take a piss while I'm on live stream. Nah, bro, I'm gonna take a piss in front of my fans. I only smoke weed unless if I'm drunk first. I smoked weed for 2 years. I started smoking in 2017. It's 2019 now.
You guys can see this, but me and his veins are popping right now.
Sky.
Either walk out of the store or try to fix a mood. Either walk out of the store or try to fix a mood.
I don't know if it was like his original intention to scam me. Yeah, and like, cause like it seemed pretty okay in the beginning, and I'm not gonna like accuse him that he like wanted to scam me from the beginning, but right now that's it like kind of doesn't seem great.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That's not how I took it. But
Yeah,
anyway,
so what ended up happening was you sent him sort of like I believe this is the cartoonish version that I'm sort of looking at, so this is the second one you made for him, right?
yeah,
And the first deal on the first one was 100, flat out 100, yeah. So you made him the 100 one, you sent it over
Yeah.
to him, you know, and he said,
he sent me the 55.
yeah, that's cool, yeah. He sent you
And I was like,
55
okay,
at that
so
point.
he's like,
Ah, well isn't this deja vu? Another month, another Aparri video to add to the ever-growing playlist. Another noticeable event to include to the never-ending Aparri lore. Just like all the others, this will not be scripted and I'm sort of going in blind. In just a second I'll fast forward to a voice call interview with the actual victim of the Aparri scam. As per usual, I'm a mess. This was recorded at like 2:30 in the morning. You may be able to tell by those giant wet salt bags hanging under my eyes. Hopefully I managed to do a decent job at portraying all sides of the story, and I'll make sure to include all valid screenshot evidence throughout the video that will chronologically present the chain of activities that led up to yet another one of Aparri's oopsies. Just to clarify, whenever we do refer to Freivo, we do indeed mean Aparri. If you've lived under a rock, this is his 10th new SoundCloud rapper alias he has gone under. Watch my other videos revolving around his drug issues and personality disorders for further context. Thank you so much to Night Fury for being brave enough to stand up for herself and having the courage to speak publicly about her story. Please support great artists like her that I regularly taken advantage of by AJ SoundCloud smackheads. I apologise for the state of me in this video and the inactivity on the channel. Midway through the interview I start pulling off some Hago shit whilst eating a pretzel. I think my brain slowly disintegrates the more Aparri bullshit I have to sit through and research basically. I've literally forgotten how to make an actual YouTube video. Please help. I really hope this goes well. Alright, so I guess I'm recording. Forgot how this works considering I haven't made a video in like 2 weeks now. And of course it wouldn't be an Aparri video without me being in my pyjamas and having greasy hair and it being 2:30 in the morning. I swear this is how literally every single one of my Aparri videos goes. Anyway, so I've currently got Night Fury waiting for me on the line on Discord right now, so I guess I'll just hop into the Discord call and we'll start the interview.
he even asked me like, he was like, okay, so if I do choose to go with your art, you're gonna have to sign like a contract, you know. And I was like, okay, yeah,
sure.
that's pretty standard. So it's like if you're gonna like, okay, that's just weird because if you're gonna make a contract with me, like a legal copyright contract, and all you paid me
I'm
was
pretty
AJ,
sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to put like a payment in there and he'll just put an AJ Blacklon
that's
in
like,
there.
yeah, that's not how that works.
Yeah. He definitely seems, I mean, I've sort of talked a lot about the things he's been doing as well and sort of his mindset, so quite possibly I honestly believe he could have been high when he was messaging you half the time. But to go to a point where, you know, he sort of sidetracks so much as to an actual offer, it just seems really odd
I've
to
been
me.
around high people a lot, and listen, when you're high, you're stupid, but you're not like that stupid.
Yeah, true. This did seem quite like sort of calculated as well, I'd say. Like he definitely knew what he was talking about. It's still structured actual sentences, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, like he was quite evidently trying to take advantage of you. I'm not sure if you would take it as that.
But like, I don't know. I was just like, We agreed that we would pay money, and I
Mm-hmm.
need to get paid because I did work. Like, listen, if you're not satisfied, I'd be happy to do it over again. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I can do it over again, but I do need to be paid for my work.
Yeah, so
Like,
one
he was
thing that
like,
I did
I
want to
just don't.
mention is that
Yeah,
he
he's
could
just
have
like, I don't know
been.
if you really know what I want
Yeah,
though, and I was like,
yeah,
well, then tell me.
that's the phrase I'm looking at right now. I don't know if you understand what I really want for the cartoon style. So you're
No, I
like,
do
well,
because you
yeah,
told me I
yeah.
want the same exact photo, but in a cartoonish style.
And even if so,
So
like, if
please
he
that.
still had an issue, he could be more than happy to, sort of tell you if there's anything he wants you to tweak or change or anything,
Yeah, like I said
And
multiple times, like, do you want anything done
yeah,
differently? And he
exactly.
was like, no.
So far from what I've seen, he's
And
sort of moved on to other people, started, trying to get them to make it instead, and didn't come to like a closure with your sort of agreement. Like, one, he didn't pay you. Two, he stopped messaging you, which we'll talk on about
yeah,
afterwards.
like I messaged him multiple times. I was like, hey, buddy, like, can you please, can you pay me?
Yeah. So one of the last messages you sort of just like agreed, like, oh, I apologize, if there's anything that you want me to change or improve for the final design, I guess, say so. So like after those messages, did he sort of reply anything to you? Or did you
No,
put
I've just been left on red for months.
Jesus, that's ridiculous. And just to
And
sort
it's
of
just like,
clarify,
listen,
we like know each other, like we speak a lot. And you haven't even bothered telling me this for quite a while because you've been sort of patiently waiting to
yeah,
sort of resolve it in,
yeah, I was trying to like professionally resolve it, but at this point, it's just like,
it's a lost cause. You
I'm
won't be able to
mad.
do anything about it if it started, ignoring you for that long.
Yeah,
It's just
cause
really
like,
a shame because on one side it's like I'm feeling bad for you now because you may be criticized by some of like his fans, for example, his 5 active ones, for sort of making a big deal over this, but you have the full
yeah,
right
that's what
to.
I was like concerned about. Like, cause okay, listen, I am a pushover. I know that I'm a
Yeah,
pushover,
you're
and so
extremely
somebody like,
stressful as well. I know that for a fact.
yeah,
So yeah.
I like got anxiety and stuff, and so
Mhm.
I overthink a lot. But I'm trying to stand up for myself for once.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfectly reasonable to, request the payment off him and speak about it publicly, especially like he's definitely going to watch this video without a doubt, just like all the other ones I've made on him. So it's
Yeah,
sort of really good to stand up. And as I said previously, he is getting a lot of other people to sort of make him this design for whatever he's doing. I don't know, an album cover is releasing in 2030. But
it's like, listen. I don't
mm,
hate Aparri. I'm not even mad.
yeah.
I'm just disappointed. Like I swear, like I'm not even like mad. I'm just like
Yeah.
disappointed that this is how
Yeah, like just to be
it.
clear, we're friends, but like even bearing that in mind, you still didn't like you still entered just you agreed to do his art basically. It was just a commission. There was no
Yeah,
hard
that's
feelings or anything. Do you think he may have
no,
possibly seen that we follow each other, and then he started getting a bit basically, oh,
no. I
I'm not
don't
gonna
think.
pay them.
No, that's not it. That can't be it because
Hmm.
like if you're going into a professional transaction, you shouldn't give a damn
Exactly. Yeah,
about
you
what the
shouldn't care about
person's friends
feelings. You
think.
just want a product designing for you, like
Like if somebody that I really wanted art from like was best friends with somebody that I hated, I would still commission them
yeah.
because that's none of my business.
Hmm. Exactly. So, just trying to sort of wrap my head around how things sort of got this way. Do you believe it was entirely like? Do you take any blame in any of this, or do you think it was just mostly his decision not to pay you?
I mean, yeah, I feel that this is like partly my fault because like I don't know if this is my fault because I wasn't super clear that I'm like no matter like you will have to pay the $100 because that was how much the first one
Mhm.
cost. We just agreed in payment
I
plans
think you made
because
it very clear to him.
I mean, yeah, maybe, but I was just kind of like I feel like this is kind of my fault,
Mm.
but like mm, I don't know. I mm,
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. The
I blame
perspective.
myself for everything, so
Yeah, I know. You really shouldn't though, especially with this. Like, I'm pretty sure, especially after seeing the screenshots, like that will be displayed somewhere here. People understand that, you obviously explained everything to him. You got the brief for what the product was supposed to be, the piece of artwork you were to design for him. And from my perspective, it just appears that, on one side you've got Aparri, who's like one of the most popular people in like the sort of community you're in. Well, basically you had a very good, sort of knowledge about him and you knew who he was. So for
Yeah,
me,
and
it's
I've
sort
met
of
him in person multiple times.
you what? Sorry.
Like I've met him in person multiple times
Yeah, you
too.
did, didn't you, at VidCon?
Yeah, and he's like
Jeez.
genuine. Like his vibe is nice,
Hmm.
and it's
Mm. I mean, I don't want to blame it. Like, I don't want to say because once again, I'm not certain, and you said it's probably not considering the way he's messaged you. But I know he has had a lot of drug problems and things along those lines. But I don't think it would be wise to blame it on that or try to use that as like
no, not
excuse
at
of any
all.
form because this is a thing
That's
that's been going on over a period of months now, right?
yeah. Like I don't blame this on like addiction at all, because the two are absolutely not related in any way. And I
Mhm.
would know because, again, I study psychology, and
Mhm.
also I've been around a lot of people, like important influencers in my life, who have been doing drugs.
Mhm.
So I know.
Yeah. I know you definitely
That's
have some personal like experience with that as well. So it once again just to sort of end it on it just appears that on one side you've got this, Aparri, this sort of like well you weren't necessarily a fan, but like sort of this idol figure, And then on the other side is sort of like you, the artist, so we just sort of feel like you saw the opportunity of like, oh,
yeah,
this
because
is
like,
just a person I can get free art out of. This is just like
'cause,
AJ
like
back when I used to receive free gifts.
yeah, like I looked up to this guy. Like like I genuinely respected him, and I still kind of respect him a little bit because he
Can't
was like an
relate.
important. No, listen, like I still kind of respect him
Mhm.
because of like how important he was to me in my childhood,
Yeah.
and I respect that, but like now I'm just kind of like, ooh, I'm just a little disappointed now.
Yeah, it's a real shame to see like people like that fuck up. You definitely see a lot, especially in this community, but like this is some next level stuff because, especially you, it directly affected you in your sort of line of
Yeah,
work. So I don't know.
right. Because it's like I was professional the whole time. I never like I was professional the whole time. I didn't let like feelings get in the way. I never got mad. I
Yeah.
never
You always
got.
kept them updated. You always asked if there's anything else that should be changed regarding the artwork.
I was basically trying to be an emotionless professional freelance artist.
Mhm. Yeah.
So it's like,
Mhm. So what like sort of would hope to achieve? Like I know you certainly like you said you still want the payment definitely, right? That's a big part in
yeah,
it
I like
because you put a lot of
honestly,
effort into making like both the
yeah,
designs. Even if he doesn't fully feel that way, even if he dislikes them, doesn't want to use them
yeah.
as his
It took
final
like
product.
12 hours. It was like 12. It took like 12 hours,
Damn.
and like minimum wage in my state. I know this isn't like for every state, but in my state, let me do a little bit of math. Uh, uh,
Haven't done that in like 3 years since I've been to college.
okay, so like I wasn't even gonna make like minimum wage out of this
mm.
because
I know it's
11
important
because
to the topic.
yeah, like in my state we make $11 an hour. That's minimum wage in my state.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so if I got paid based on the hours and the minimum wage in my state, uh, it would have been uh $132.
So even more than you initially, agreed on, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like way
even
more.
even more than you requested for. So essentially, what would you hope? I mean, for starters, I definitely believe that you deserve like a formal apology from the guy because this sort of shit is ridiculous to keep you like this for months, when it's a thing that you had to worry about and you got
I know,
scammed
and
out
like
your work basically.
I'm also struggling like financially. Like I got some stuff that
Yeah.
I gotta pay for, like
Yeah.
important things that I gotta pay for.
Mhm.
And so like this was gonna be like really like the money was gonna be really helpful, and I don't mean to be
Yeah,
that person
you
like I'm so
prioritized him.
broke. Like I don't want to be that person that's like, oh my god, I'm so broken. I just need money. I'm so desperate to get money because I'm broke. Oh my
Me on my
god.
channel. Guys, please subscribe.
Like I'm not trying to be that
Yeah.
person, but like artists need to get paid for their work.
Exactly. And it happens a lot in the industry as well, especially, artists getting ripped
Yeah.
off, you see all the time. Which,
I'm
this
kind
is
of just
one
hoping.
thing that I sort of need to, like, tell you as well. Definitely, like, I know, you usually don't do this at all, but definitely don't, like, allow people to, like, give them art before they pay you. That is definitely something, like, you've got to watch out for as well.
Yeah, cause like, I'm okay with payment plans, and because
Yeah.
he, like, gave me the original half of the
Yeah, I
payment
know you're
plan,
extremely,
that
like,
kinda
flexible as well,
that
but,
told
yeah.
me, like, "Okay, so he's committed."
Mm. You just need to sort of be aware, like, even Aparri, like, even people like him, like, as popular, there's, like, just this community in general, like, in the AJ scheme, there'll be people that just constantly want to fuck you over, especially if you do art, They sort of don't
I
care
don't
how
think
much
that it was,
effort and stuff you put into it.
again, I don't think that it was his original intention to screw me over at all.
Mhm.
I don't think that that was what he wanted to do originally,
Yeah.
like, not at all, like, if he ends up seeing this video, like, I don't want him to think that I believe that that's what he was gonna do. Cause
Mm.
no, that's not. I don't think that this was, like, a whole, like, big scheme that was planned from the start. No, I just mm,
It
I don't
definitely
know.
led up to just a dodgy situation that definitely needs resolving, basically.
Yeah,
So
like, the
just for
end
the final,
situation
yeah.
was
It's bad
'cause,
for
like
everyone because on one side you're still not paid. You've lost a lot of
yeah,
time and effort into this. And on the other side, he's definitely going to get
'cause there've been
criticism for
times when
scamming
I've
somebody.
commissioned yeah, there've been times when I commissioned people, and even though I wasn't very satisfied with the end product, I still paid
Pay
them
up, yeah, you've
because
still
that's
got
what
to
you're
pay up.
supposed to do. Like,
Mhm.
if you don't like it, too bad. You have to pay.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter how long they took either. You have to pay
Yeah.
because
So
they
what
took
is the remaining sort of amount that you'd request for that you sort of agreed on from that deal? Because he paid you 55, was it?
yeah.
So you need
And
another
even if he doesn't wanna pay for, like, the $10 for the other one, that's fine, but I, like, need the 45 because it was
45 for the
100.
first initial one.
Yep.
Yep, exactly. Right. Well, I
Mm.
think we're gonna start to wrap things up. I mean, is there anything else you just sort of want to say towards the end?
If you're ever gonna, like, do art commissions, please make sure that you get paid first, no
Hmm.
matter what,
That goes to you
and
as well.
ugh, I know.
You need to
Like
be more careful. Like, I know with these payment plans and things, like, work with a lot of people as well, especially ones that you trust, but, like, just people in the AJ community, like, even people with some sort of popularity gain, you just need to be really careful.
yeah. And also, if you're gonna commission somebody, you need to pay them. Like,
Yeah.
that's kinda just what I want
That's
to
sort of an obvious one.
know. I know, like, if you're gonna take on a commission, get paid. If you're gonna
Hmm.
commission someone, you pay. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Well, thanks so much for, first of all coming on, and second of all, even decided to sort of speak out about it because I know it's something that you've been sort of holding in for quite a while, and you were
Yeah.
sort of afraid to even tell me because you knew what my reaction would be.
I
Expose
knew that
him.
you would have done something
But
because
yeah,
you love.
I think it was definitely like a good opportunity to speak up about it and hopefully, make people aware that Aparri is officially a scammer confirmed.
No!
Period. Until he pays you,
No.
of course. But yeah.
Okay, anyway, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming on again, and thank you everyone for watching. I don't know how to end stuff. I haven't
I
recorded
don't
a
either.
video in like 2 weeks. Goodbye.
Alright, so hey everyone, what's up? It's Aparri. Hey everyone, it's Aparri here, and welcome back to another brand new AnimalJam video. Hey everyone, it's
So, I guess this is the end. You've all watched the video, no real point in me wrapping things up when I'm sure you all have your own conclusions. Perhaps you feel bitter, sorry for a victim that literally got over $45 stolen. Maybe you already got pushed over the edge after seeing him urinate in front of his fans. Possibly triggered once he began promoting illegal substances to underage minors. Maybe a little upset that he left his fan base of 300,000 fans in despair. Or more so like me, you're incredibly salty and dissatisfied that he would return to his killed off channel just to lie and slander someone's name out of petty. Had to take that one final strike, right? I presume some of you must be confused as to what went wrong, interested in how such changes of personality can occur and transform a being so drastically that in the end you no longer know them. They appear so alien that their entire legacy diminishes to ash and dust. Notice how I don't even refer to him with his real name anymore. A little disrespect on my behalf, my bad. Aparri. A household name at one point, a character with charisma, the leading giant of the community, a brand. He himself decided to drift away from that alias, which is perfectly fine. However, is he truly in a better position now? The game is a facade. It covers people's personalities pretty well. People mask their emotions and true intentions. Wolves in sheep's cloaks. But of course you can't just pull a Shane Dawson and spit some sociopath accusations out of your ass like it's no biggie. What this required was months of research, a portfolio of character analysis. Things are just never black, white or red. YouTube itself is an interesting platform, as it in of itself allows for more elaborate projects. I believe my inactivity will soon be excused. To your surprise, I don't sit around in a dark room all day watching anime. I'm going to take this dead horse for one last rodeo. A fitting end for a mascot of the community, don't you think? Cue the fireworks because this year's going to end with a banner. It's time to end a legacy. I'm going to make one last Aparri video, because quite frankly I believe that's the limit of what my chromosomes can handle. The grand finale to wrap up this shit show of a series. It should be out this year, hopefully. My depression season seems to be over, so we can hope for the best, right? I promise it'll be out this year. Okay, I'll try my best.